Basements, places where the shadows move, where the cold air wraps around you like a warning, and where things hide that should never be found. Tonight, I'll share 3 basement horror stories that will make you think twice before ever stepping foot down those stairs again. These stories aren't just disturbing, they are a warning. Once you hear them, you'll never forget, but remember, you've been warned. Story 1. The Sinister Eyes Below. When Greg moved into his new house, he never expected the basement would become a prison, a place where the eyes never stop watching, where they wait. Greg had always hated basements. The air down there was thick, cold, almost suffocating. But what truly disturbed him about his basement was the darkness. It wasn't like normal dark. It swallowed light, absorbed it, made everything feel smaller and more claustrophobic. One night, while unpacking, he noticed something strange. A tiny hole in the wall, barely big enough for an eye. It looked intentional. Greg shivered, but shrugged it off as some weird structural damage. But then, the noises began. At first, it was subtle, like scratching, something moving behind the walls. Greg convinced himself it was rats, but it didn't sound right. Too precise, too rhythmic. Every night it got louder, closer. Then came the eyes. One night, Greg woke up to the sound of scratching that felt like it was inside his head. He staggered down to the basement, heart racing, and there, from that small hole in the wall, something was staring back at him. At first, he thought it was a trick of the light, but no, it blinked, slowly watching him. He ran upstairs, slammed the basement door, but the scratching followed him, through the walls, under the floorboards. Every night it was the same, the eye staring, watching, waiting. Then one night, the eye wasn't alone. The hole had widened, and now 2 pairs of eyes stared at him. Then 3, then 4. They were multiplying, growing. The walls began to pulse, bulging with something just behind them, pushing, trying to break free. The last night Greg was seen, his neighbor heard him screaming. When they went to check, they found his house empty. But in the basement, the walls were torn open, and hundreds of eyes stared out from the darkness, each one silently watching.